Not sure if we're live. I think we are now. Looks like 4 seconds as I'm just standing here. Anyways, I love you guys. You're all amazing. Thank you for the engagement in the group. Remember, this is your group. Post your questions, post the challenges that you're having, post anything that's health or fitness related. If you post things that are not related to health or fitness, well, you might get kicked out of the group. It'd have to be pretty bad though. Like I don't punish you guys, but regardless, this is your group. Let us join together, help each other out. We're all in our own journey. We're all in a different place on our journey. I know for me, it's always like one step forward, two steps back, two steps forward, one step back. It happens. We're all living lives. Things get thrown at us. Life has its challenges. I work with a lot of clients that face challenges regularly, and they get frustrated and get angry, but there's no need to. We all are going through a lot. And if you decide to wait to start until life is perfect, it will never, ever start. So just start today if you haven't started already. Start tomorrow. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Whatever that is, if you need help getting started and you and I haven't been on a phone call, let's do it. It's free, no obligation. I'm not going to twist your arm and force you to buy anything. That's not how I am. I'm here to help and serve you. Now, I looked through the group trying to find something that was common. That's what I try to do these lives about, a common reoccurring challenge or issue, and I didn't really see anything that just really jumped out at me this week. But the post that I posted that was about exercise as a blessing got a lot of really good comments, got a lot of likes. So I thought I would touch on that, kind of a little bit playful, a little bit fun for this week's live. I'm going to try to jump on these lives every single week, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. So whatever that is for you, set an alarm, create an event in your calendar that reminds you to come to this group and engage with me, have a talk with me. Don't let me be here by myself. But anyways, so I want to go over the fact that exercise is a blessing. It shouldn't be thought of as a chore. It shouldn't be something that's dreaded. Have any kind of negative association with it, because if it does, it won't be sustainable. You won't continue doing it, and consistency is imperative. So for me, I change it up all the time. When COVID hit and my gym shut down and all these things changed in my life, right? Some people, just stopped working out, period, and just sat on the couch and vegged out or marathon watched Netflix. I didn't. I changed it up. I had a bunch of bands. So every day I was doing hundreds of squats. I was like, I'm going to make my butt grow during this quarantine. And when it first started, I thought, it's only going to be a couple of weeks. No big deal. Of course, that was months, But also we walked a minimum of 3 miles a day. My two daughters love to run. So we built up and ran up to a mile a few times a week. Again, we just changed things up. I bought several things on Amazon, little doodads, little things that I've always wanted. I actually bought a bench too that still hasn't arrived. Is that strange? I bought it, I think, in February. It was a few weeks in. It was very early in on the quarantine anyways. It must have been February or early March. I don't know. I need to check on it. That was a good reminder. But I got some doodads and things that I added to my collection of workout stuff to do at home. And then I did classes. My local gym started doing classes. I signed up for a few of your guys' classes that you guys were, promoting or talking about. There were so many free classes out there. It was just like exciting and almost a little overwhelming. But working out shouldn't be painful. And really, I like to call it movement versus working out or exercise. It's a matter of just moving your body, getting the heart rate up, right? Getting to a point where you are breathing more, elevating your heart rate, sweating a little bit is key. Because how you lose fat is through breath, through sweat, and through urination. So you should be hydrated consistently throughout the day. You should have a point in the day where you get elevated heart rate, where you are sweating a little bit and breathing more. And that's how you're going to lose body fat or maintain. If that's your goal, maybe you are at your goal weight. Maybe you do look amazing. Maybe you do feel great, but you want to maintain. These are some facts that you need to know. So I did jot down 10, so I might be looking down at my notes. So 10 reasons why we should be thankful for the ability to move, the ability to exercise, the ability to get up and do things. So number one, it's a way to cope with stress. It's a way to cope with anger. It's a way to cope with what life throws at us, right? Part of the reason why I was very fortunate, in January, I switched gyms from YMCA to a local, really small gym that really specializes in personal training. And fortunately, she was able to, in phase 2, open up. Now, we did have to choose a time block, and my time block for my whole family was 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., which kind of stinks. That's not when I normally like to work out, but it works, right? But for me, I like going somewhere to work out versus at home. Why? Because I can turn off the world. Like, I set boundaries. I set parameters. So when I walk through that door, I leave life on the outside of that door. I'm a different person when I walk through that door. I'm still very friendly. I'm nice. My goal is every day, if possible, because again, we have very few people in there at each time block, but every day I try to tell one person, hey, good job today. I'm not asking for small talk. I'm not asking for a dialogue. I don't want to know about your kids, your dogs. I don't want to know about, what it is you do for work. I don't maybe even need to know your name. I just want to tell someone, good job today, because I know that lifts them up. I know that when I get that, especially when I started early in my journey, oh my gosh, it was like a shot of adrenaline, right? It felt amazing. It felt incredible. It powered me through for a couple more days. But my point is, it helps you cope with stress, helps you lower your stress, right? Leaving that 30 minutes to an hour. I always say don't work out more than an hour at a time in a stretch. It's over demanding on your body and it causes too much stress, raises your cortisol. Don't want that, right? But what it is you need to tune out, right? Stop going on social media. Don't watch the damn news. Don't watch any doom and gloom. Tune out the world. Allow that time to be your time. Show up for yourself, push yourself, and do whatever it is that you enjoy and love to do. And that might be dancing. That might be yoga. That might be racquetball, pickleball, whatever. You guys all have such amazing, cool things that you like to do that give you movement. Number 2, wards off sickness, right? I haven't been sick in I don't know how long. Why? Because my immune system is high, right? I'm sweating, I'm hydrated all the time, I'm moving my body. My immune system is stellar. I had blood work done, talked to my doctor a few weeks ago, and he's just like, holy dang. And I know COVID was in my house, right? My daughter had it, I'm positive. We didn't get her tested, but it was about 18 days of hell for her. But she made it through, pushed through, and her immune system is really high too. So, most of her symptoms were fatigue and couldn't taste anything. It was just really it. We locked her in her room. I gave her her own bathroom in her own little small corner of the house, and it was like bubbled off. But I'm telling you, it truly makes a huge difference in your immunity to move. Have that movement scheduled in your work week, 150 minutes a week, scheduled, dedicated time. That is just you and your movement, your whatever that may be for you. But it helps prevent colds, flus, helps prevent diabetes, right? So going from minor to extreme, it prevents all of that. Number 3, it improves your socialization, right? You're going to meet some incredible, really cool, inspirational people when you're moving, right? More, whatever that is. So it's really, I'm very much an introvert. So for me, it's not natural for me to go out and socialize with a complete stranger. But I do know the longer I'm in any gym that I've ever been a member of, you do create these bonds. Maybe it's just that head nudge or whatever it is, but you run into trouble. Like I have had so many weird things have happened to me when I'm at the gym. I'm telling you what, these strangers come to you and they help you. They take care of you, whatever that is. And it's strange to say that, but I look back over the years and it has, these people I hardly know them, but we spend that 30 minutes, a few times a week in the same room and and have this bond, have this connection. But also some of my really closest friends that you might be watching right now, I have built a bond over the years that are in this group, that we've worked out together. Maybe we've even done bodybuilding shows together. It's incredible. It's amazing to be around people like that. I might tear up. Anyways, number 4, it improves your brain function. This is important to me. I have the genetic markers for, now I'm forgetting. It's ironic, right? For Alzheimer's. It is in my family. I've known that. It wasn't any kind of mystery, but I had the blood work done and got tested for it, and it sure enough is there. I could go my entire life and not ever show a sign or symptom of it, but staying active, staying fit, upping my omega-3s, my CoQ10, and some other things that are really important to supplement with, and having a really clean, high-quality diet is going to give me greater chances of never having signs or symptoms of it. But brain function is really important. You want to be able to think clear, make better choices, right? Better choices in life, better choices in food, better choices in job, better choices in the things that come out of our mouth and the things that we say and do with the people that we're around. So movement is really important. Build strength, right? That's part of the reason why a lot of people work out or do exercising is to build strength. It actually makes your bones stronger too. So I know that when I work with a lot of my clients, a lot of times when I first start working with them, they have this goal to hit a certain number on the scale. Get it? I understand. I had that same goal too. It was 118 pounds. That's what I wanted to be. That's what I weighed in high school. That's what I wanted to be. Today, I probably weigh, I don't know, I'd have to get on the scale. Haven't in 2 months, but I probably weigh 134 pounds. Quite a ways away from 118 pounds, isn't it? Why? Because I've built muscle. My bones are also very much stronger. And so that's just what happens, right? Sometimes that number on the scale is a good guide at the beginning, but there is a point in time in your journey that it will shift and you won't care what that number is. What you're going to care about is how you feel inside. But building strength for some people and stamina is really important. For me right now, this year, my goal was to work on endurance. Before COVID hit, actually starting, I think around November, I was like, I want to build my endurance. I want to feel like I could run 1 mile and be like hardly breathless. I want that, right? I was working on that before COVID hit. And I kind of continued that actually through the couple of months where we had no gym. And then I kind of fell back when our gym opened back up. I fell back to lifting more weights than worrying about that. But now I'm back again trying to build my endurance. But it's always ever changing, right? But my point is we're always working on stamina or building on our strength. Some of you are, wanting to bench press a certain amount of weight or squat a certain amount of weight. I applaud you. Great. Those are great goals. Just don't get hurt. Physical sexiness. I wrote that down for number 6. I believe in this one. This builds the confidence in your sexuality. It builds your confidence in your relationship with your spouse, your significant other, whatever that is for you. And part of it is just loving your body with whatever, right? I have scars. I have stretch marks. I have cellulite, actually. Oftentimes I have cellulite even the day of my shows, right? So I just know how to contort my body and twist and turn where you can't see it. Magic. But physical sexiness and owning your body and loving it for the way it is, that we're all beautiful and unique, and that's what makes us us. But physical sexiness is what you're going to get by exercising, moving your body more, because really what it boils down to is what you feel in the inside. It will boost your confidence. Number 7. Boosting your confidence, again, that sexiness kind of overlapping here, but you're going to stand taller, right? I think Travis mentioned that this last week. He's like, I'm actually taller, physically taller. Why? Because his core is really strong. Like he's pumping out 4-minute planks. It's crazy, right? But that comes with the fact that he's worked on his core. He's stronger. He's standing up taller. He's feeling more confident, right? That's the way I feel too. I'm happier. Right? And when you're happier, it glows. And then people are attracted to you. They come to you, right? And that's really important. Number 8, set and achieve goals, right? Challenge yourself. Like for me, wanting to be able to run a mile without losing my breath. Well, that's kind of shifted and changed right now, because I did get a Peloton a few months ago, and I absolutely love it. If you are interested at all and curious about my Peloton journey, message me privately. Love to chat with you about it. I freaking love it. Like, it's endless possibilities. I barely scratched the surface of all the things it can do. It's amazing. But, I'm improving every week. There's only been one day since I've owned it that I haven't rode. One day. That's it. So I am increasing my endurance, kind of like what I wanted to do starting back in November. It looks a little bit differently than it was in November because I didn't have the bike. But now I'm like challenging myself, pushing myself, and it's incredible. And it has its own community, an amazing group of people that I'm getting to know. Finding small challenges to meet or beat, figuring out maybe how long you can do a plank. Maybe you can only do 10 or 15 seconds. Making it to a minute is a great goal. And if I haven't talked about it before, or you haven't talked to me before, it's super important to have a strong core. If you haven't exercised or moved in a long time, that would probably be the place to start, is on your core. Number 9, motivate and inspire your friends and family, right? So many of us in this country have the culture and the need to celebrate and do things all centered around food. Why can't we do it around movement? Why can't we go for a walk, right? Just a simple walk in nature. Enjoy especially the weather right now. It's beautiful. It's fall. But find ways to motivate and inspire your friends and family to be more active versus mowing down on a cake, right? That you find absolutely disgusting in the end and you wish that you didn't even eat it. So find ways to become more active, some fun things to do. There's so much to do, from kayaking to waterboarding to, there's just so much. Just walking, simply walking, or dance classes, yoga. Find things to do with your friends and family that aren't centered around food, but inspire someone. I'm telling you, it's a huge injection of fun. All right, we're at 17 minutes. So I'm over my 15 minutes. I'm almost done, I promise. Number 10, feels good and gives you more energy. I worked out probably about 45 minutes ago, and my energy that you hear in my voice is coming from my workout. It's coming from that high that I got from my workout. It was amazing. It was incredible. I loved the class. I was like on fire, right? Good music. I found myself, it was 30-minute long ride. I found myself kind of thinking about work and some of my clients and some of the things that I'm dealing with off and on, like kind of creeping into my mind. I'm like, no, pushed it out. That's 30 minutes of my day that I want to just think about me and my body and making sure that I have good form, making sure that I'm progressing, making sure that I'm doing what I need to do, tune out the world, right? And that's what I did. And it felt good. It felt great. Because then when I got off the bike, I have all this energy to do these lives and to talk to you. So that's what I would suggest, and that's what I'm preaching today. All right. So hi, William. Looks like you're the only one that said hi today. I think you did last week too, which is great. Thank you so much for tuning in and saying hi. Again, if you're watching the replay, make sure you hit replay in the comments. If we haven't talked on the phone, remember, your first call is free. No obligation, no cost. Let's just have a chat. We're going to talk about your goals, what it is you want to achieve, what challenges or barriers you're having. I have a wellness app that I will gift you for a full solid week. Monitor, watch what you're doing. You'll also get some tips emailed to you throughout the week that will change your life. Guaranteed. If you're open to that. Now, you got to be open and willing. Not saying that you need to change anything, but if there's one takeaway that you can get from that week that changes your life, then it's so worth it. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, William, for saying hi. And mark your calendars. Let's do this again next week. And if these become popular, which doesn't seem like they are yet, but if they become popular, I'll do it more. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. See you soon.